Channel 11 News on Fox 53 at 10.
Another cold night in the city of Pittsburgh as Severe Weather Center 11 tracks the return of snow showers. The temperatures are not making things any easier for PA American water crews as they work to repair water main break tonight in Bethel Park. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Marlisa Goldsmith. Severe Weather Team 11 has been telling you about the frigid temperatures all day long. We have Team 11 coverage for you tonight. Channel 11's Aaron Clark is learning how the temperatures are impacting people affected by the water main break. But first, let's get right over to meteorologist Kevin Benson. Kevin.
Well, it is going to be another cold night. We're going to get down to around 12 here in Pittsburgh, and the temperature right now is 21. At least the wind is backed off some. You can see the wind is about 3 miles an hour now, so that makes the cold a little easier to take. But make no mistake about it, we have air temperatures in the teens in many locations. There you can see satellite and radar images. Sky is generally clear. Here's what we'll talk about coming up right there. We've got some rain and snow headed this way, and it'll move in here tomorrow. I have the hour-by-hour timing for you coming up. Low in the morning is going to be about 12. By 8 a.m., the sun is up for a bit. It's 14, and then the clouds are going to start to increase. I'm timing snow showers. We're going to throw a little bit of everything at you here. We've got some freezing rain in the mix. Then we're going to turn it back over to a steadier rain, and that could mean by midweek another round of flooding. I'll put this all together for you coming up in just a few minutes, hour by hour. You'll know what we know from Severe Weather Center 11.
Thanks, Kevin. Tonight, PennDOT workers are busy removing the ice that formed on the 10th Street bypass. Water from the Allegheny River spilled onto the roadway overnight and froze. No word on when the road will reopen. And over in Ross Township, Peoples Road also remains closed after icy conditions caused multiple crashes last night. We found the road blocked off between Babcock Boulevard and where Peoples Road becomes Evergreen Road. No word on how long that stretch will be shut down. A water main break left customers without service and caused many problems for drivers today in Bethel Park. Channel 11's Aaron Clark joins us live near the break with the other problem the break caused for some residents there. Aaron.
Marlisa, we're here at the intersection of Highland Road and Oxford Drive. And as you can see behind me, crews are still here. They've been working throughout the evening. And upon last check, PA American Water said that 10 customers are without water. Others may experience low water pressure or even cloudy water. And on today, the very cold weather that we experienced today, some residents even had no heat. Crews worked throughout the day Saturday to repair a water main break along Highland Road in Bethel Park.
We got a notification this morning that there was a water main break, and we were told to shut the heat off and that we weren't supposed to use the water very much. Emily
Scraba said she rushed to take a shower just in case water was shut off to her building at the intersection where the break was being repaired. People who live in the immediate area weren't the only ones inconvenienced by the break. Traffic was reduced to one lane at Highland Road and Oxford Drive. No cars in or out that entrance to the shopping plaza, although some did try. Channel 11 caught crews running after a driver who blew through a barricade this afternoon. And on the Bethel Park Police Facebook page, shoppers at the Market District down Oxford Drive complained of being stuck in the parking lot for over an hour because of the work. Still, residents like Scraba are taking it all in stride despite the cooler weather this weekend and hoping things are back to normal soon.
It turned on the heat really high in the garage in the basement, so that hopefully that keeps the apartments warm.
And PA American Water says normal water service is expected to resume tomorrow morning. In the meantime, there are 4 locations where water buffaloes are set up. Head over to our website, WPXI.com, for those exact addresses. And also tune in to Channel 11 Morning News at 5 o'clock tomorrow for the latest on this situation. Reporting live tonight from Bethel Park, Aaron Clark, Channel 11 News on Fox 53.
Thanks so much, Aaron. And the water is back on for customers in Pittsburgh's Beachview neighborhood. The break happened around 11 o'clock this morning on Sebring Avenue. PA American Water tells us tonight the break has been fixed and water has been restored. New at 10, police in Bethel Park are on high alert tonight after several car break-ins have been reported this last week. Police are asking residents in the area of Greiser, Strathmore, and Church Roads to check their surveillance cameras for any suspicious activity. Also new tonight, police are giving us a look at surveillance pictures of the people who they believe have been rummaging through cars in Millville. Check these out. We're told most of the cars were left unlocked overnight. Police say the thieves have been targeting spare keys so they can come back and steal the car later. If you recognize the men in these pictures, Millville police want to hear from you. If you planned on using McCardle Roadway on Mount Washington tomorrow, you might want to rethink that idea. You'll have to find another route. Drone 11 was in the air this morning as workers started removing rocks and debris that have collected on the fence overlooking McCardle. The team will be back out tomorrow finishing the work. Pittsburgh's Public Works Department decided to take action after Channel 11 alerted them about the sliding hillside earlier this week. McCardle will be closed between the Liberty Bridge and Grandview Avenue again tomorrow from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m.
She was a very wonderful person.
New tonight, a local event raising money for victims of domestic violence. For one mother, the Center of Victims fundraiser concert holds a special meaning. Tonight's event was in memory of Marlisa Bowers, who was murdered by her ex-boyfriend in 2012. This was the fourth year for the event. Local bands played to raise money for domestic abuse survivors with a goal to raise more than $15,000. But the event is also about raising awareness to an issue that affects 1 out of every 3 women in the U.S.
If somebody can hear or opens up and speaks or sees something, I don't want another family to have to go through what my family is still suffering to this day.
The Center for Victims will be accepting donations in Melissa's name through March 17th. Gunshots fired at Pittsburgh police officers, and tonight Channel 11's Lori Hoy is learning new details about the search for the shooter.
Pittsburgh police tell us officers were making a traffic stop here on Broadhead Fording Road in Ferrywood when 2 people jumped out of the car, fired shots at police, then ran off. That's when SWAT was called in. We saw a huge police presence on Wind Gap Avenue late Friday night. Several SWAT officers and police vehicles were there into the early morning hours. The officers believe the 2 suspects who shot at them ran into a home on West Prospect Street. We've learned the officers were not hit and did not return fire as they pursued the suspects on foot. SWAT cleared the house but did not find them. Police then located the car that fled the traffic stop at a residence on Clarkton Street. Multiple people were inside when it took off. SWAT also responded to that location where we're told they found numerous suspects. They were all taken in for questioning. Police continue to investigate. Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.
Brand new tonight, a Northside church community celebrating Black History Month and honoring community leaders. Musical guests and dance troupes rounded out the night of celebration at Legacy International Worship Center. Tonight was about celebrating African American history and culture, but also looking to the community's future.
We hope to inspire others to keep serving, also to inspire others to love on each other and to be a part of the community work and development of our city of Pittsburgh.
Dr. Reverend Richard Wingfield of Braddock was a guest speaker at tonight's event. Police and river rescue crews searched Brush Creek in Westmoreland County this afternoon after receiving a report of a possible body in the water. Our Channel 11 News crew spotted teams searching the creek along Route 993. So far, nothing has been found. We're now checking in with police. Be sure to watch for updates on our Channel 11 News app. You could face a steep fine if you mess with a new bald eagle nest in North Park. Allegheny County Parks has announced a viewer area at the North Dakota shelter. Now, you are not allowed to approach the nest. Sections of the Rachel Carson Trail and connecting trails are also off limits while the nest is active. If you are caught breaking those rules, you could face a $1,500 fine. Virginia Governor Ralph Northam continues to ignore calls for his resignation, saying he plans to spend the remaining 3 years of his term. Today, Northam made his first official public appearance at a funeral for fallen Virginia State Trooper Lucas Dowell, who was killed in the line of duty on Monday. Politicians have been calling for Northam to step down after a racist yearbook photo surfaced last week. Pressure is also mounting on Virginia's lieutenant governor. He's been called to step down after a second sexual assault accusation. Reporter Chris Pallone has the latest.
Just 1 week ago, Justin Fairfax appeared poised to become Virginia's next governor after the Commonwealth's current leader apologized for this racist picture, which appeared on his medical school yearbook page. Now, Ralph Northam is still in the governor's mansion, and it's Fairfax facing threats of impeachment.
On Monday, I intend to introduce articles of impeachment on Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax.
Fairfax is now facing sexual assault accusations from 2 women. The latest from Meredith Watson, who says Fairfax raped her in 2000 when they were students at Duke University. To bolster her claim, Watson's attorneys released what they say are messages with her friends, including an October 2016 email in which Watson wrote, "Justin raped me in college." Last week, Dr. Vanessa Tyson accused Fairfax of sexually assaulting her in 2004 at the Democratic National Convention in Boston. Fairfax was defiant Friday.
Do you support investigation into the allegation against you, sir?
We will have our say, and I am confident in the truth.
Saturday night, Fairfax issued a new statement calling his interactions with both women consensual and asking for the FBI to investigate their claims. Still, Democrats from the Virginia Capitol to Congress are calling for him to quit.
I just believe it's time for him to step down, to resign.
As Fairfax huddled with advisors Saturday, Northam made his first public appearance since announcing he will not resign. Northam did not speak publicly, but told the Washington Post he plans to pursue racial reconciliation during the remainder of his term. Chris Pallone, NBC News.
Well, today the Plum School Board accepted the resignation of one of its members. What a local NAACP president is saying about the decision. And tax season is here, the unwelcome surprise you could get when filing your returns this year.
Coming up, a cold overnight. We'll talk about that to check the river situation, and we're going to talk about snow amounts, the early outlook. Looks like a wintry mix coming at you here. Hour by hour timing from Severe Weather Center 11 is just ahead. Stay with us.
Quiet but cold tonight in the city of Pittsburgh. Coming up in minutes, meteorologist Kevin Benson is timing out when we will see another wintry mix. In a Saturday meeting today, the Plum School Board accepted the resignation of one of its members. Brian Wisniewski stepped down from the school board after he shared an anti-Muslim post on his personal Facebook page. The post outraged the community and led to organizations like the Council on American Islamic Relations and the NAACP to call for his resignation. Wisniewski also issued an apology with his resignation, stating that it is in everyone's best interest to refocus on the education and safety of students.
I think it was the right thing to do, given the climate of the situation. I think Mr. Wisniewski did the school district a huge favor by resigning.
A new member will be nominated to fill the vacant spot on the board sometime in the near future. If you're getting ready to file your taxes, you could be in for an unwelcomed surprise. Many early filers are learning they are not getting the refunds they got in 2018. In fact, some now owe money to the IRS. The reason? The 2017 tax overhaul. The IRS says the average refund so far is down about 8%, and that's about $1,885 for early filers, down from $2,035 for the 2017 tax year. The new tax law doubled the standard deduction for most middle-class Americans, giving workers a modest paycheck bump from fewer withholdings that may have gone unnoticed. As a result, the IRS says some workers may receive a smaller refund or even owe money, especially if they did not check and adjust their withholdings in 2018.
If you're surprised by your bill this year, the most important thing that you can do is update your withholding. Go back to your employer, change your withholding.
The first week of tax season ended on February 1st, and so far the IRS has received some 16 million returns, down from about 18 million at the same time last season. 30 million Americans are expected to owe the IRS this year. The Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra is up for 3 Grammy Awards this year. Those include Best Orchestral Performance, Best Engineered Classical Album, and Classical Producer of the Year. The Trib reports the songs were all recorded at the Heinz Hall. A mini casino planned for Westmoreland County could be landing a restaurant run by a celebrity chef. Guy Fieri's Taco Joint is one of the entertainment options being proposed for the Hempfield Township project. Fieri has other restaurants open in Arlington, Texas and Kansas City, Missouri.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Kevin Benson here in Severe Weather Center 11. Thanks for having us on tonight here, the 10 o'clock news, and we're going to take a look right now at the latest on the rivers. The 10th Street bypass is still closed, but they're working on trying to get that cleaned up and opened back up. The Parkway Central opened up earlier today. You can see the current stage is 19 feet. And we're looking at tomorrow evening dropping it down to 18 feet. But it looks like we'll have enough rain coming back in here that I think we may be out of service with a Mon Wharf here through the middle part of the week. But that's something we'll keep an eye on. But we should be able to bring back the 10th Street bypass here soon. And we'll let you know about that first thing tomorrow morning probably. Clear and 21 is the temperature right now. At least the wind is relatively light to calm. So that makes this cold a little easier to take. But everybody is in the teens, as you can see, with one exception. Two exceptions, actually. Pittsburgh 21, Morgantown 22, but not for long. All right, average high is 38. We only made 27 today. Average low is 22. At 7 o'clock, we're going to drop it off to about 12 degrees. By 8 a.m., it'll be 14, but again, the wind will be light. Generally, we're clear to partly cloudy out there. A couple things to point out here. On the big board, you can see we've got some fair weather right here. That's due to an area of high pressure right there. That's subsiding air, and we've had the cold air blowing in here and got a lot of cold air in place out there. That's high pressure, subsiding air. I always mention to you, you got to get air to rise to have condensation and clouds and eventually precipitation. That's low pressure right there. And that is what's moving in this direction. Now then, here's the timing on Channel 11 Storm Tracker. This is going to be another one of these complicated deals here. It's going to start to affect the area late in the day tomorrow. You'll see clouds increasing in the afternoon. Here come snow showers tomorrow evening, and they'll be hanging around into the early morning. There's 3 in the morning. Keep in mind, north it'll stay cold enough for straight snow. Southern counties, we're going to start to mix in some rain. And you can see the borderline right here, just across Pittsburgh and up toward 422. So it's going to be a tough call on these snowfall amounts. I'll tell you that right now. It all depends on location and how much rain works into local neighborhoods. And then we're going to warm it up enough to have rain all over the place here in the southern counties. But again, that mix will persist in the northern counties. Look, even some stronger downpours here on Tuesday, which could aggravate the flooding situation. So again, this is a changeable forecast here. We'll be tweaking and fine-tuning and adjusting as we move along. This is one of the models we use. I've gone to the RPM model now. I've looked at models that are all over the place here, depending on that temperature. So as we get closer, we'll button this down tighter for you. But it looks like an inch or two in the southern counties, 2 or 3 inches in the northern counties, and that's going to come just in time for the morning rush. A lot of this snow falling right before the sun comes up, which can make those drive times in the morning especially tricky. Light wind tonight, mainly clear. Midnight it'll be 18. Early in the morning the low is going to be about 12, and then we'll start to bring in this winter weather on Sunday evening. Snow showers toward evening. Right now it looks like an inch or two, but that's going to vary depending on that temperature, so I'll be adjusting that as we move along here. Going to be some freezing rain mixing in, especially north. Snow is going to persist north and east. That'll up the numbers, snowfall amounts there. Then we're going to change it all back to rain, and we could aggravate that flooding situation, especially by Tuesday here. This will wind down on Wednesday, and we'll dry it out by Thursday. Kevin Benson in Severe Weather Center 11.
Well, the Penguins battled, but they could not end their losing streak. Channel 11's Chase Williams is breaking down the loss to the Lightning. Next in sports. We'll see you back here tomorrow night at 10. Enjoy your Saturday night, everyone.